Played SA Schools last year. I know that he can make a big difference in this inland team if he gets going. He's been a little bit quiet in these opening exchanges. Hopefully they can get him and Rian Dickon onto the ball a little bit more often. Unfortunate, unforced error there by Inland, which to concede the penalty corner and gives the Coastals boys an opportunity to get one back here.
As I saw in the previous games, a lot of goals came through the short corners. If I'm not mistaken, the Coastals, KZN against the Northern Gauteng, all 4 goals, 2 both coming from each side, were indeed short corners. Both goals.
Unfortunately, there, Dale Herbert just making sure he was standing. He wasn't making sure he was standing outside of the circle. He was inside of the circle, hit the back of his stick, and that obviously leads to a penalty corner. Injection to Castle A. Seems like Reed's on the flick. It's a good save for a long corner.
Not giving them a lot of room to breathe.
The Coastal team can manage to find a ball through their lines, and that's why that zonal press works, because he's intercept quite often. But if they can find there is some space inside the circle for the strikers to be able to jump onto the ball and hopefully get an outcome. It's been a little bit of a tentative opening, Chaka, and I possibly both teams are looking to settle into the competition, and they don't want to do anything silly as they start. But what I'd like to see as the game goes on is that Inland Ace just dominate a little bit and try and stamp their authority on the game. As we see them full pressing, as I say that, excellent steal, and it looks like they have an opportunity to go 1-0 up inside the 9-yard. Ball's back out, excellent stick on ball
and
play.
It's a goal coming in from the Inland. Why are you expecting that?
It's a fantastic goal, and it's the first time Inland have actually stepped out on the opposition. It's almost like they lured them into that trap. They allowed them for 5 or 6 minutes of that chucker. They didn't put any pressure on them, and then stepped hard on their left half, and they've managed to capitalize on that. That's excellent tactical play, but you also have to finish that from a technical perspective. So well done by Inland. Just giving Inland one more opportunity into those bottom corners. They have been stuck in there a few times, and Coastals have defended that really, really well. They've won a hit here. Coastals just need to soak up a little bit of pressure, and with that ball inside the 9-yard, a little bit of a scrap going on in there, and unfortunately for Inland, they aren't able to capitalize on that. Coastals just need to control this a little bit and get themselves into the chucker break here so that they can regroup and reorganize.
No, it seems like that goal has hurt them a little bit. They're a bit shaken right now, making silly mistakes. Unfortunately, the Inland is capitalizing immensely on those mistakes.
It's twice now on the right-hand side they've stepped on the left half and turned them over.
Umpire was the Inlander, 16.
Coach Damo Kimfley not very happy with one of his players. He's asking him to go deeper because they can't find him in the outlet. Tend to agree. He is a midfielder and he needs to get on the ball. As Inland launch an attack here, it looks like Rian Dickon moving forward, showing his skills. He's taking a quick hit as well. He's in a very, very exciting play, and I'd like to see him on the ball as much as possible. He pulls back to Akam Da, another SA Schools player, interconnecting with each other. Fantastic interplay. Circle entry, silky skills, definitely going to get a penalty corner out of that. Poor tackle inside the D by the Coastal defenders. And again, if you have Rian Dickon on the ball, and if you have Akam Da on the ball, and they can show their skills, there's outcomes for Inland. So I'm hoping that Coach Damo Kimfley makes sure that they are on the ball as much as possible. We look at that replay, exceptional aerial skills, as we would call them in hockey, and just 1 or 2 lunges by the Coastal defenders. Not allowed to interfere with the attacker's stick, and it's given them an opportunity here. It goes to C. Great. It's going to be a hit out as it's deemed dangerous. Unfortunately, we look at the replay directly into the wave runner, and it's deemed high and thus dangerous. I'm sure it wasn't for that skill. I'm sure it's a planned substitution there, as we see on the monitor. Damo Kimfley just having a chuckle. Inland launching a counter. They have numbers up here. They have numbers inside the circle. Real good opportunity. On a foot race. Oh, we've just kept it inside. And worked it for a long corner. But again, hanging on here, Coastals, as we go halfway through the third chucker.
Yeah, the Inland seems to be trying to pull them out of their field, out of their half of the field, and then immediately attack with a very fast-paced attack from the wide angles and then going right into the center of the field. See, now they're trying to pull them back out to allow them room to move it right back into the circle of the opponents.
Inland still trying to work those channels. Finally getting an opportunity to get a shot off. Just flashing across the face of the target. Unfortunately, no one can get on the end of that one. Inland moving forward into the last chucker. Looking to be composed on the ball. Make sure that they move it around. Coach not happy. He doesn't want him to force it. Looking for the aerial option into the 25.
Gonna receive. Good one. Winning that foot. Playing it back to the 25.
Caleb Ryland's got
Running
some skills
base.
there on the left-hand side. Across the face, there's that opportunity. Again, a good intervention by the goalkeeper and a long corner.
This keeper has seen a lot of the ball as compared to his counterpart.
Jared Kitto there just changing the shape of the outlet as they go into their ball starts 3 and 4, distributing higher up in the field. It's making it difficult. Limburg with the reverse stick. Again, excellent keeping there. Unfortunately,
Hitting
the
it straight
umpire
into
seems
his-
to have said that it's hit the foot of the defender as we return for the corner. Off to a flick into the goalkeeper. Been exceptionally impressed with the standard of the goalkeeping from this Coastals B team. So it's good to see Coastals trying to high press there, turn over the ball high up in the pitch. Looking to go for this. Wiggett with the interception. He's playing a give and go. He seems to be playing high up the pitch as the game's gone on. The coaches obviously wants him to try and do something there. Liebenberg comes away with the ball, carrying hard. Somehow manages to retain it. This could be the final nail in the coffin.
And
there it
it
is.
is a goal.
What an
Inland scores a second goal. Like you said in the previous Chaka, the second goal from the previous game came literally at the dying minutes of the game.
Yeah, unfortunately there for KZN Coastals, they've tried to hang on. If we look at this replay here, a few opportunities. Sorry, I'm just looking out at the field here, and the umpires seem
Having
to
a
be
discussion
having
with
a
the
discussion,
players.
but they have decided ultimately that it is a goal. Yeah, they're definitely looking for the third as they launch another attack into the Coastals defense. It seems like the Coastals have just had the wind knocked out of them on that last goal.
Yeah, it seems hard for them to actually get back into the game now.
4 seconds on the clock. And that brings us to the end of the second KZN derby of the day, where KZN Inland A come out on tops 2-0. However, they had to work exceptionally hard to get that victory.